Hello everyone, welcome to Chelsea Sport Focus. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of breaking news. Let's get started.
Chelsea's January transfer window is beginning to gather real momentum, with fresh developments suggesting that the club is quietly preparing to make at least one significant addition before the month comes to a close. Despite early expectations that Chelsea might take a cautious approach, sources now indicate that behind the scenes, work has intensified on a potential centre-back signing, while opportunities in midfield or attack are also being closely monitored. At the heart of Chelsea's defensive planning remains Levi Colwill. The England international is making excellent progress in his recovery from a serious ACL injury, and club medical staff are reportedly pleased with how smoothly his rehabilitation is going. Chelsea continue to view Colwill as a cornerstone of their long-term project, both for his defensive quality and his leadership potential. However, the club are conscious that relying solely on his return would be risky, particularly given the physical demands of the Premier League and the need for depth across a long season. As a result, Chelsea are cautiously optimistic that they can secure their preferred centre-back target during this window. Talks have stepped up in recent days, and confidence is growing that a deal could be completed if final details fall into place. One name that has emerged strongly is 20-year-old Rennes defender Jeremy Jacquet. Highly rated in League One, Jacquet has attracted attention for his composure, athleticism, and maturity beyond his years. Chelsea see him as a player who can grow into a top-level defender while contributing immediately, a profile that fits perfectly with the club's recruitment philosophy. Liam Rosenior's influence has been key in identifying Jacquet as a priority. Having spent significant time working in France, Rosenior is well aware of the strongest talents outside of Paris Saint-Germain and is believed to have recommended Jacquet shortly after his arrival at Stamford Bridge. When Rosenior was asked internally whether there were any players Chelsea could realistically target at good value, Jacquet was one of the first names mentioned. The club's recruitment team have since followed up, increasing their interest and moving the discussions forward. Chelsea's plans do not stop at defence. There is also a growing sense that the club could move for a midfielder or attacker if the right opportunity presents itself. One important detail underpinning this strategy is the fact that Chelsea deliberately left a Champions League squad slot open. That decision was not accidental. It allows the club to add another player this month without disrupting registration plans, a sign that the door is very much open to further business. Interestingly, Chelsea are exploring whether a player initially earmarked as a summer 2026 target could be brought in earlier than expected. Such a move would only happen if the financial terms and sporting logic align, but it underlines the club's flexibility and ambition. While no guarantees have been made, the message internally is clear. Chelsea are prepared to act if the right profile becomes available at the right price. This approach has surprised many observers who expected a quiet January. Instead, Chelsea appear to be carefully picking their moments, focusing on specific targets rather than chasing multiple deals at once. Jeremy Jacquet has now firmly entered the conversation for supporters to watch closely, with growing belief that he could become the next young defender to join the project under Rosenior's guidance. Away from Stamford Bridge, there is also movement involving familiar Chelsea faces. Tammy Abraham, currently on loan at Besiktas, continues to attract strong interest from Aston Villa. The 28-year-old striker is enjoying an impressive spell in Turkey, scoring goals consistently and reminding clubs of his proven quality. Villa remember Abraham fondly from his Championship loan spell, where he scored 25 goals and played a key role in their promotion. With Unai Emery keen on adding firepower and injuries affecting attacking depth, Abraham has emerged as a serious option. Abraham's appeal is obvious. He knows the Premier League, understands English football, and requires no adaptation period. Those uncertainties that often surround players arriving from abroad simply do not apply to him. Villa believe this makes the deal both sensible and low risk, and the player himself is thought to be open to a return, having positive memories of his time in the Midlands. As January progresses, Chelsea's window is shaping up to be anything but quiet. A centre-back signing is edging closer. Midfield and attacking options remain on the table, and the club's new era under Romano continues to take shape with purpose and clarity. All eyes now turn to whether Chelsea can turn this growing confidence into concrete signings before the deadline. Chelsea Football Club have received a major boost after it was officially confirmed that winger Mudryk has been fully cleared by FIFA and declared innocent following a period of investigation that temporarily removed him from first-team activity. The decision brings an end to weeks of uncertainty and speculation, allowing the Ukrainian international to resume his career without restriction and refocus entirely on football. The announcement has been welcomed across the club, supporters and dressing room alike, restoring calm and optimism at a crucial moment in Chelsea's rebuild. According to sources close to the process, FIFA conducted a comprehensive review of all available information and concluded that there was no breach of regulations by Mudryk. As a result, no disciplinary action or sporting sanction will be applied. The outcome was communicated to Chelsea earlier this week, triggering immediate planning around the winger's reintegration into full training. Throughout the investigation, Mudryk maintained his innocence, cooperated fully with authorities, and continued to work individually at Cobham to maintain his fitness and sharpness. Club officials believe the ruling reflects fairness and due process, and they are confident the matter is now firmly closed. The decision was quickly followed by a public statement from Chelsea's new head coach Romano, who confirmed that Mudryk will return to full squad training in the coming days. Romano described the player as focused, motivated and eager to move forward, making it clear that he remains part of the club's plans. He stressed the importance of clarity and support, explaining that Mudryk has stayed professional throughout and now deserves the chance to enjoy his football again without distraction. Those comments have been interpreted as a strong show of faith from a coach who values pace, bravery and attacking intent. For Mudryk, the past months have been among the most difficult of his career. His Chelsea journey has already been shaped by enormous expectations following his high-profile arrival, combined with the challenges of adapting to the Premier League and intense scrutiny from outside. While there have been flashes of his talent, explosive speed, fearless dribbling, and moments of creativity, consistency has often been elusive. The investigation only amplified the pressure, making FIFA's decision a moment of relief and renewal. Those close to the player say he feels vindicated and determined to use this opportunity as a fresh start, rather than a setback. Chelsea's performance staff have already outlined a clear reintegration plan. Mudryk will be eased back into full tactical sessions, with close physical monitoring to ensure he reaches peak condition safely. Confidence-building work and regular communication with the coaching staff